So what do you do?
I have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
I'm a content creator.
Okay.
It's basically the PBS model.
Okay.
If my viewers like me, they support me on Patreon or affiliate links, etc.
Nice.
And I have a weird kinker fetish for pay it forward kind of mentality.
Yeah.
So I have difficulty charging for models, so I release everything for free.
Yeah. We struggle with that ourselves.
It feels wrong, you know?
It does.
No, don't get me wrong. Artists who create stuff, that's how they make their living.
Yeah. I never begrudge somebody that makes a living doing what they love.
Absolutely not. But for me personally, I derive most of my models from other people's work.
Yeah.
So I pay it forward.
Good. Awesome. What type of models do you generally do?
Everything. From model rockets to flashlights to lights to toolboxes, whatever crosses my fancy at any particular point in time.
So we can see chat.
So I have an 8-foot tall rocket I made more as a showpiece because it gets attention.
I was gonna say I've seen your stuff every year because you can't miss your table.
And then I have itty bitty rockets like this.
Oh.
So this is interesting because that's a $3 spy cam off AliExpress. You gut it, it's 10 grams. Now you can make a rocket with a $5 camera on board, including the SD card.
Yeah.
So your kids can fly A and B motors with cameras on board.
Yeah.
And
that way you could even do air power, just.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just go.
It's only VGA quality, but the kids aren't going to care.
No.
It's $5.
But it's something that they can launch.
Yes.
And
without breaking the bank if they lose it.
Yeah, right? Like they could just launch it in the backyard,
Or being so heavy that you have to go to a field to fly it.
Yeah.
You fly this in a local park or schoolyard.
Exactly. That's awesome.
One of my favorite projects this year has been my flashlight. I call this my forever light.
Yeah, I can see the sides of those diodes.
Well, the idea for this is to I hate disposable consumerism.
Yeah.
I hate the idea. Now, I don't blame manufacturers. It's not planned obsolescence. When you have a $250 television and the technician needs $400 to fix it, it's not planned obsolescence. It's the labor costs more than the matter.
Yeah.
And it's just not practical to repair something at a higher cost than replacing it.
Right.
That's not planned obsolescence. That's the nature of, making things cheaper.
Yeah.
But as end users, there are things we can do to combat that.
Yeah.
So I can make my own flashlight.
Well, we have the greatest manufacturing democracy there is in 3D printing.
And that's why they're attacking it.
We were just talking to Joel and David about that. And, David's about to do a speech in the Maker Lounge about that exact thing. Like, appeals to emotion are not doing us any good. We need to appeal to the logical fallacies that are written within these bills. The headline might sound good. The body of it is doing all kinds of irreparable damage.
And that's because the legislators don't understand what they're doing.
Exactly. So our job as educated community members is to educate those people and tell them why these things are so bad.
Now, keep in mind, there's nothing to do with firearms.
Yeah.
That's just the red flag they flew to get the Democrats interested.
That's the title on the top, but the body of it does nothing to stifle any of that.
First problem, making your own guns not illegal.
It depends.
In all 50 states, it's legal to make your own handgun.
Colorado passed a separate law about that, so it is, which makes this redundant in Colorado because it was already, no matter what manufacturing
But that's not the point, though. The point is they don't want us buying American. They want us buying from American corporations.
Yeah.
And when you make stuff yourself, you're not giving your money to Walmart and Amazon.
Yeah.
And they're afraid of that. They fear what that can do to our economy. So I think some of it's a knee-jerk fear reaction. And hopefully we can appeal to reason.
Yep. Well, that's why it's important to get out there, contact your legislators, and make them aware, because you are their constituent. You are the voter. Like us on the internet can scream till we're blue in the face.
Invite those politicians out to an event like this and show them.
I mean, that ideally, yes. Get them to see what this community is, especially like. I know that we brought this up earlier. The number of children, especially this year, is more than ever, I think. And children being the future, like you're locking the children out of this first, and they're the ones that are ultimately going to suffer from this.
And what's messed up big time, though, is that we can never compete on a global field with countries like China. Our labor is too expensive and our materials costs are too expensive.
I mean, people.
But we can compete here.
Yeah. Well, that's the level playing field. But people also forget that China is following the American model.
Yeah.
On
their capitalism.
On success in a global market.
Yep.
Like, cheap labor is how America became the world leader. And that's they're just doing it,
50 reaction.
50 80 years later.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. So this is nothing new. Eventually they will follow us into the exact same consumer side of it.
Yes.
And thought process.
They're already seeing that.
Yes.
That's why we're moving to Vietnam and India and stuff like that.
It's pushing the whole world forward.
Yes.
Right. So, Foxy asking, how's RMRRF going for you?
Good. I'm meeting lots of critters, lots of victims. I hopefully have some gophers running around collecting more maker chips for me. I offered them a MRRF flag in exchange for some maker chips, but I haven't heard from them since yesterday morning, so we'll see if they show up.
Right?
But lots of nice people. We had like 3,800 people through the door yesterday, which is amazing.
I know.
Thankfully, the weather's holding out.
And today, Sunday's always going to be slower, so
Yep.
there is more breathing room today.
Yeah.
But it is still an incredible turnout. Like, it's not empty in here, as everybody can see in the second camera that's right here.
And what's really amazing is you need to just, the commissary section in between the two rooms, just sit there for a bit.
Yeah.
The variety of people flowing through this place is mind-blowing. You'd think you're at some kind of international convention. Every color, every make, every model, the variety is just, it's awesome.
Well, that's the best thing about 3D printing.
It's universal.
Is that it comes from such an egalitarian basis of, like, doesn't matter, what are you making? What's cool? Like, how you got there, what background you have, what you're doing doesn't matter. You're making cool stuff.
Here's what I explain to people. 3D printing is not about making. It's more than that.
It is.
Because making is wood shop, metal shop, welding shop, piping shop, okay? Inventing, stuff like that. The problem is, I don't know how to work with wood. I don't know how to work with metal.
Yeah.
But I know how to use a keyboard and a mouse.
Yeah.
What 3D printing is a digital to analog connection.
Yeah.
3D printing allows us to work digital, which everybody is good with, no matter if you're crippled or not, no matter whether you're big or small, no matter whether you're a genius or not, doesn't matter. Everybody can work a keyboard or mouse eventually.
And space. I mean,
Tinkercad.
Yeah.
Tinkercad.
Yeah. 100% free. And also just the capabilities, like somebody living in an apartment,
With a laptop and a $100
printer. Gonna be real mad when they find out they're operating a lathe or a mill in their apartment. I know the Milo guys. But you notice,
little 3D printer. Who cares?
He can't run his mill in his home. He can assemble it, but he can't really run it too much. But a 3D printer, you can run a 3D printer anywhere.
The magic of 3D printing is that once you realize that it is possible and reasonably simple to take what is in your head and put it in a digital file on the screen, you can now have this wonderful machine do the work that you can't do.
100%.
Do that precision manufacturing that you can't do. I tell people, you watch Star Trek, you watch the replicators make stuff. A 3D printer is the very beginning, ultimate primitive form of that.
Well,
it's a fabricator.
That's why older models of printers, they were called replicators.
Yes.
That
was the idea.
That name wasn't chosen out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
It was the inspiration. And sci-fi
and
so
repeatability.
Yeah.
I can print 10 of these at the exact same quality.
Yeah. Well, and more importantly, you can design this, print it, and then somebody
transmit it to someone else and get the same thing
across the world. Can do the exact same thing, and you both can hold the exact same thing.
Yes. And that's empowering.
Yeah. And
that's just mind-blowing.
The only thing that passed between you was
bits,
ones and zeros.
Yes. Data.
Yes. In
Like I said,
trenches, in trenches across
digital
the
to
Atlantic.
analog.
Yeah.
That literally means the virtual to the real.
Yeah.
And that's the 3D printing is that bridge.
Yep. Yep.
And it's also universal.
100%.
Dragons, flashlights, maker chips, robots, decorations, garden work, airplanes, games.
Yeah.
Pick a hobby.
Oh, yeah.
Pick an interest.
Yeah.
And 3D printing can fit somewhere in there.
Oh yeah.
It's a universal tool.
Yeah.
It's what we'll eventually call a fabricator. Right now, it's single material, and we're just starting to work with multi-material.
Yep.
But it's still kind of single material.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
filament.
Yeah, yeah.
But eventually, we're going to get to the point, probably in the next 50 years, where you'll have hoppers that you'll be able to fill with raw material, and it will just build you whatever you want as long as you have the raw materials.
Well, and going back to what we were talking about earlier, the kids here, they're you know, like we're old enough. This stuff, while
It's new for us.
while it existed technically when we were young,
No one knew about it.
but it was gate kept.
Yes.
There's no gatekeeping it now, and there is no limit into what the kids today will be able to do with the knowledge that they are gaining from what we are doing today.
These kids are going to grow up with it.
Yeah.
And that means they're going to do amazing things that we can never think of.
Because their imagination doesn't have these boxes
Yes.
that we grew up with.
Yep.
You know, like, oh, this isn't possible because it doesn't exist. Like, well, we could push that a little bit. We can make things exist, which is how we got to where we are now. But we still have those barriers that we don't know how to get past.
And we're not even aware those barriers are there.
Yeah, because
But those kids, they don't even know there's a barrier.
yeah,
They do not know to say, oh, I can't do that.
yeah,
So they just try.
yeah,
And you go, you did what with that?
yeah.
How cool is that?
They're going to push the barrier, and then it gets pushed again and again and again and again. And this is how, you know, humanity. And again, because of the nature of 3D printing is it doesn't matter, you know, like you say, it doesn't matter your ability. If you can interact with the computer,
Yep.
which we have discovered all kinds of wonderful ways to be able to get people to interact with the world. The safest way that they can make something is through a digital format.
And with something like Tinkercad, or anything like Tinkercad, where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
object oriented,
Yeah.
you can pick any person in this room, sit them down in front of a computer for 10 minutes, and they'll be making primitive objects in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's just the barrier to entry is so low. I mean, look at the booth right across from me over there. Uneven layers.
Yeah.
They have a tool head that's multi-axis. It can rotate around.
I saw that yesterday.
It's-
Yeah, the
that's
5-axis
just-
stuff.
Wow.
But we appreciate it. We do have our next person coming up.
More victims.
Yes, yes. But thank you. Is there any place that people can follow you? What's
If you go, I'm today's 3D print at Nerys.com. That's Nancy Echo Romeo Yankee Sam.com.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Make sure you go follow him. And if you're ever at one of these events, you can't miss his booth.
It's you know what's weird? It's a 10-foot tall rocket, and most people never notice it until I point it out.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think it's too big. And it escapes their field of view. So next year, I'm going to see if they'll let me toss a couple strings over the pipes and hang it above my booth.
Yeah.
It's like, miss that.
Yeah, right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.